Good morning, global neighbors! We're on our way back down today to the California-Mexico border to check out 2 more places that we just couldn't pass up before heading further east along the border.
Now the first one is the past stomping grounds of notorious bandits as well as crafty smugglers. And the second one is an internationally recognized conservation area, a hidden gem in our own backyard.
Who knew? So stay tuned to find out more. Hi, we're Ruby and Scott.
A fun-loving couple of adventurers who enjoy exploring the world,
Experiencing other cultures
eating amazing foods.
and seeing the wonders the world has to offer.
Come with us as we begin traveling again.
Exploring everywhere, starting from our own backyard in California.
And then exploring the rest of the world once more.
So we are completely happy right now because I am super thrilled because we found one of our favorite bakeries on the map. It was called 85 Degrees. We're getting close. So I definitely want one of the ones with the cream swirl on top that has the custard inside.
This should be good.
And the good thing about places like this is that not only can you get your sweet treats, but you can also get savory ones too. Hello, bakery. Yep, this is it. And this one. Oh yeah. Super excited. Yum. So now that we know that this is on the way to Southern California. Okay.
We have our 85 Degrees Bakery stuff. We are back in the car and we are hungry. It is second breakfast time. The hobbits had it right. Might as well go with the classic.
Custard swirl, and it's got custard inside, and these are my absolute favorites. Okay, let's stop this. We gotta actually get to our destination. We made it!
We're here at the trailhead. There is our little star and that's where we're starting, and there's all that yellow trail that we're going to go check out some of at least.
And the actual Smuggler's Gulch area. It's from high up, you can see all through it and all the new development and everything.
And we'll talk to you a little bit about why it's kind of cool and interesting when we get up there.
Seems worth checking out.
So this has already been a really surprising little hike. We've hardly even traveled anywhere and already we're seeing some amazing vistas. And this isn't even the top of the hill.
So what happened?
Well, I was taking photos in front of a cactus.
Did it spike you?
Just somewhat close to me. Apparently it thought that I was fertile land worthy of growing on.
Love you.
I love you. So we're just overlooking Smuggler's Gulch. There's a beautiful view of San Isidro.
Oh my God.
And
Views up here are amazing. Everything we heard, everything we hoped, is definitely here and then some.
As we walked up, we could see views of the ocean. We could see views all the way distant to San Diego. We could see across the Tijuana River Valley. And now we can see down into Smuggler's Gulch. Now, it got that name because in the 1880s, it was used as a route to bring cattle from Mexico into the United States to sell and miss the local port because there was dues and fees and expenses, and they make it so hard to do business. So you come through here and then you don't have to pay it. Well, that's what they were doing. And then also, what else was there?
Well, they smuggled the cigars, they smuggled the lace undergarments from Mexico.
Mexican-made lace undergarments and things. So obviously there was money to be made in the local area in California.
We don't know which side was smuggling what, because like, was it there, smuggling into here? Was it here, smuggling?
Somebody was smuggling something, and that's how we ended up with the name Smuggler's Gulch. Now, fast forward, round about
100 years later.
100 years later, in the 1980s and 1990s, aside from the terrible fashion that was happening at that time, apparently this was a hotbed for
really terrible activity.
Really terrible activity. There was a lot of illegal immigrants trying to make their way through Smuggler's Gulch to get to the US for a better life, but there were bandits who were preying on them. And so those bandits made their life pretty terrible, horrible stories. On top of that, the border agents were also having a tough time because it was very harsh terrain for them to be traversing through.
It wasn't developed like this, there was no radio signal.
And so they had to come in a minimum of 2 at a time for their own safety. And then on top of that, we also had
the local law enforcement.
They were here trying to prevent the illegal immigrants from being preyed upon, because the bandits can't do what they want. You got to try and do something about them. So there was police dressed as legal immigrants
trying to catch the
bandits. So it was a confusing, dangerous, harsh time.
Okay,
fast forward.
Ugly time.
Fast forward from that, of course, the problem with the border was an issue. So the federal government actually made a forced purchase of the land from California and decided to fill in the gulch. They put the border wall over it, and they also put a road. It did, all the development that they did here, it did a lot of damage to the local ecosystem, which is a shame.
It is a safer area, all in all. I mean, we wouldn't be up here doing this video.
That is true. If it was the hotbed of bandits that it used to be, it wouldn't be so nice for us to come out and enjoy the view.
But I do wish that all the different areas of government looked out for the land.
That is true.
It's as much safety of the people here as it is safety of our resources and safety of our just environment.
That is true.
Different ways.
That's very true. So the good news is, after this, we're going to head out to the local estuary, and we're going to hopefully get you some good shots. So we'll look forward to showing you that. So we'll see you in a little bit.
So having been to the top of Smuggler's Gulch, we're hoping to find out a lot more about the environment of the local area through the Tijuana River Valley's visitor center for the estuary. So let's go in.
Let's go. With 90% of wetland habitat lost to development in Southern California, the Tijuana River Estuary is one of the few and the largest of the salt marshes remaining.
It is an essential breeding, feeding, and nesting ground to over 370 species of migratory and native birds, including a few endangered species.
Internationally recognized, the center has also won numerous awards for their environmental studies and positive impact, and has been recognized as a national natural landmark.
Parking is easy, the visitor center is entertaining and informative, and the gift shop has lots of fun, cute, and even educational options.
Once we finished getting our souvenirs, we headed out onto the walking trails, which not only provide prime birdwatching opportunities, but also let you walk in untouched nature so close to the center of San Diego.
We enjoyed the North McCoy Walking Trail, which has many access points, including one right next to the Visitors Center.
Well, we have had a full day. It's been awesome.
We've done a lot of walking.
We've done a lot of walking, but we've enjoyed it quite a lot.
Oh, very much.
We've learnt a lot. So now, I think, considering that it is getting dark, it must be time to go home.
Time for bed. I feel like nature wants me to go to sleep.
We're going to go and find some dinner and go home. And we hope that you will join us for our next Takeoff Getaway.